I see it all the time. Like, Remember Monday, they're giving it like, what the hell just happened? And everyone's like, can't.
Miriana's got serving now and it's iconic. And, you know.
Everyone's going to shout the words.
Exactly.
Let's be real.
We know that's going to happen.
Yeah. And I think I would also change it that you can play live instruments on stage, which probably from a technical standpoint makes it difficult. But when I found out Alexander Rybak was miming that violin the whole time, can we have a second to talk about that Irish national final? It takes me back to my rule change. Samantha Mumba's reaction afterwards to the judges, I'm going to be controversial yet brave and talk about it.
Please do.
Was hilarious.
Hello, welcome back to Flying the Flag, your favourite Eurovision interview series when we've been talking to all the fabulous entries from this year. But today we have an extra special episode because we are joined by Tia Kofi in the studio.
Boo.
Hello. Boo.
No, you don't boo me. I'll boo me. Yay.
We'll add lots of cheers into the sound effects as well, don't worry.
Camp.
Hello, darling. How are you? It's so good to see you.
It's lovely to see you as well.
So excited to have you
Legs
here.
out. Lovely.
Legs are out. Listen, I travelled up from Cornwall for you, my dear, and the sun is out there, so I've got a bit of tan. I'm going to show it off, all right?
No, good for you.
I'm going to do it.
Good for you.
You look fabulous. It's lovely to have you here.
No,
I just need to start with, like, how are you?
Oh, the Eurovision bubble is happening right now. There's a lot of content coming out from BBC Eurovision.
Oh, yeah. Check it out.
From me, the digital presenter for BBC Eurovision.
Oh, yes, she is.
I know, camp, right?
But I feel like you are just in the perfect position right now. You're kind of getting all the tea, I feel like. Is there anything kind of behind the scenes that's a bit shocking that...
Yeah.
Are you going to tell me, Tia?
Absolutely not. No, they're all really, really genuinely lovely this year. Not that I'm saying they weren't last year, but like everyone that I've met so far this year has been like particularly lovely. But it feels like it's a very close race.
I see what you mean. It's not just you that thinks that, so I don't think it's a controversial opinion.
I want to have a controversial opinion
but
now.
You've like have one and say it. Let us know.
I might do. I think last year it was like a bit obvious.
Even the last few years, possibly. I mean, I'm talking about Loreen here. Do you know
Loreen,
what I mean? Like,
the diva. It was just like, give the diva the crown. Okay, controversial yet brave from me. It's between Sweden.
Yes.
Austria.
Yeah, I've got JJ in there.
I'm throwing Malta. Armenia?
Oh, really?
These
Podge.
divas? No. Not Armenia.
Latvia.
Yeah, wait. No, I've gotten very confused. Do I mean Albania?
Yes, you do, because I know
the
what you mean.
diva with the dark hair.
Yes, it's Schneid.
Yeah, sorry to Armenia and Albania. I get things confused. And then I'm going to make a controversial yet brave statement.
Go on.
Denmark.
Sissel.
Yeah.
She would be the happiest winner.
If she changes that staging up, no shade, she knows. If she changes that staging up and like hits the level, the vocals are carrying.
Oh, she is.
It's catchy. It's also the most like Eurovision song this year.
I would love for her to win. I feel like that's a really strong top 5, and I think the favourite to win is Sweden.
For some reason, like, people seem a little bit mad that the like campy funny ones haven't won for the last few years.
Yeah, there is that in the fandom.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it started with Carrier. People were mad when Loreen won. I mean, not everyone, obviously.
I was
a lot
fine.
of happy people. I was over the moon.
Slay queen. I don't feel like we need justice for Carrier and Baby Lasagna. They're
He's fine.
They're
He's
busy
great.
on a world tour. Like,
exactly.
But everyone seems mad. And like, I like Kai, I believe is the correct pronunciation.
Yeah.
Thank you. So like, I would be very content
Amazing.
with them winning, but I want them to win for themselves and their own humour.
Yeah,
not for
not 'cause
people
they're
being
campy
like,
fun.
justice for cha cha cha. It's not the same.
Are we still doing that?
Yeah,
But-
grow up. That's my controversial take.
That is we're gonna have more, it's fine. But I just want to queen out with you. Justina from Poland. Oh my god. And we've got Miriana from Malta. We've got Erika Vikman from Finland. It's just like, not only is it the 69th year, so we've got the Milkshake Man too. It's written in stars, if you will. It is camp. I don't know, but I feel it in my bones that a woman's gonna take it.
I mean, I love the divas. I love the girly pop. I will campaign at this point hard. Any deity that will hear me, that Emmy has made it into the final.
Emmy.
I love her. She's the
so-
nicest person. I can't lie to you. I fully thought I was going to meet her and she'd be like, hello, so good to meet you. And then the moment my back was turned, she'd be like puffing on 20 cigarettes, like calling her agent, demanding like vodka.
I would kind of love that if that was her, to be honest.
Yeah, that would be camp.
It
Not
would.
at all. She just is a sweet angel sent from heaven and deserves nothing but joy and success. She wrote a song about a dead dog in space, wishing it happiness. But her previous, when she made it into the Norwegian semis,
Yes.
with Witchwood. Can you ask her next time you speak to her if she
Okay.
really wants to chop men like they chop wood? How are you loving this diva up in space? This dead dog floating around, wishing it's having a party, and then you're like, I'm gonna get an axe. and sever limbs off a man.
The anti-man take of the song, I'm here for.
Yeah,
and
so-
I also love dogs, so I'm actually here for all of it.
Controversially, I quite enjoy Emmy in her like quite urban hip hop era. As she
Right?
was. Welcome to the Witchwood.
But you've been able to soak up the personalities and who these people are, because obviously the Final FronTia, your podcast, give it a shout out. I've been really enjoying the content. And obviously it's not just Eurovision focus. You've been interviewing so many stars on the podcast. How has that kind of experience been to kind of get one-on-one time for your own podcast?
It's actually been really fun. I think scariest moment was like in the episode that Rylan's on, which has come out at this point. But as of filming, it hadn't. But like while you're listening and watching at home, it's out. We were just having a chat and it was really lovely. And then Rylan asked me a question and my brain just went, oh my gosh, you are good at this and this is your job and you're a real person at this and I'm just pretending. I'm just like a strange man in a wig, like sat having a conversation with you. What's happening? So that was like a little overwhelming moment. But like everyone else, very chill with like Nemo. It was great to have a catch up because I hadn't seen them since the big Eurovision party in Amsterdam. Miriana I hadn't met before, but she arrived returning the outfit that she'd borrowed from me.
You're proper friends at this point. I love that. That's so sweet.
Give me Martin's job at this point.
I think a lot of fans might even like to see you take Martin's job.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. Controversial, yeah. Brave statements. Do you remember John Olazand, like before?
Yes.
The OG
I've got
for me.
the history of it all, yeah.
Do you remember what his catchphrase was? Because it's gone out of my head. It wasn't like Martin says, you're good to go.
Yeah, that's his quote now. I can't remember what his was.
I don't like, by the way. I don't think it's very good. Because it needs to be like, you know, may the best woman win.
What would your catchphrase be then?
Oh, I'd go full like sci-fi references and I'd be like, Petra, engage.
Which I already like more than Martin's. So
Thank you.
please can we make this happen?
If you're going to be like the Captain Jean-Luc Picard of Eurovision, like you
it
need to
up.
give it like a little reference.
Okay, if you're not going to have Martin's job anytime soon, who knows, watch this space. I would love to know if you would represent the UK, because this is something that a lot of fans have wanted since UK Hun. UK Hun came out, both were wanted to go to Eurovision.
Don't pretend they wanted both versions.
I'm
They
talking
wanted-
on my behalf.
No, you're lying. Yeah, no, I absolutely would. I feel like it would be camp. I just think maybe the UK have a system
Yeah.
that is not as fun as it used to be. Because I think we
Right.
need to bring back the Making Your Mind Up shows. I want the live shows. Do you know what? Let me not represent. Let me and Rylan host the national final.
If I could dream anything into existence, it would make my life. So something I want to know from you, for reals. What is your earliest Eurovision memory?
My earliest Eurovision memory is 2 years before you were born.
I was born in 2000.
Humble brag. Imani representing the UK with Where Are You Now? She came second in 1998.
So close.
And I like belted that song for like weeks afterwards. My sister heard me and said I was very good, and then I had singing lessons. Thank you.
Hence the debut album, yes.
Very that.
Very that.
Nice. Good Googling. Or ChatGPT. I don't know how people research things
Bit of
anymore.
both nowadays, you know.
Eurovision really sort of like made me quite passionate about like modern languages and stuff. And then I wanted to be a human rights lawyer, so I
Yes, you did.
tried to do law with French, but I didn't get the grades.
But all meant to be, because look at you now. Imagine
Yeah.
the Tia you could have been. Honestly iconic, and I see that for you too. There's still time. Something I want to touch on with you, because Eurovision is so gay. Eurovision is so camp and queer. What is it that you think brings those two worlds and communities together? Why do you think they're so intertwined?
I think it's probably because the whole foundation of Eurovision and the reason it exists was to unite a broken Europe. So it's about finding that commonality, finding like peace and harmony through music. Obviously, it's going to bring people in who might feel like they're outside of the norm or like not accepted. And then as Eurovision grew, it became like more sort of like camp and pop and colourful and all of that kind of thing. I think it was sort of a natural home for queer people to find. And of course, who doesn't love a diva, a true
Right.
pop diva? Eurovision birthed Celine Dion.
Isn't that so iconic? A lot of
Yeah.
people don't know that. She came from Eurovision.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
She came all the way to Canada via Switzerland.
We also talked about how you would like to do Eurovision. I would love to see it. But if not you, of course, who else would you love to see represent the UK next year? Because I asked Remember Monday and they said Jade Thirlwall.
Jade would be good. I am like a girly pop diva. There are
Of
so many like
course, we love
niche
it.
girly pop. There is this wonderful pop diva called Eden Hunter.
Oh, shout out Ethan. Yeah.
She is amazing. I think she would be absolutely phenomenal. And I know like her and her producer have worked with Remember Monday. So like maybe
Ooh.
there's something
possibly.
in that. Let's bring in like Leigh-Anne Pinnock. I know we said Jade Thirlwall, but let's have a bit of Leigh-Anne because she likes to give some like of her culture into her music.
She's so underrated.
Right?
Like, Jade deserves her flowers. She's absolutely incredible, as is Perrie. We love the Little Mix girlies. But Leigh-Anne's music is just so her and it's so beautiful.
I feel like definitely. And also like the kind of music that Leigh-Anne does, I feel like we haven't had like a lot of like black cultural references
100%.
in Eurovision. I'm not going to mention Stella Mwangi not making it to the finals back in the day
Thank
with
you very
Haba
much.
Haba in Swahili. She should have been in the final. She was an icon. That was my favorite song that year. Who else? I think maybe like Blue are having a renaissance right now. Maybe we
Yeah.
bring back Blue.
Yeah.
I feel like Duncan would do it.
Steps.
Maybe just an H and Claire moment even.
Yeah. If that was going to happen anyway, it'd be Eurovision. And something this year that's really controversial has obviously been Miriana Conte from Malta and the word can't being taken out of her song, which is now serving.
Everyone's going to shout the word.
Exactly.
Let's be real.
We know that's going to happen
Yeah.
and we love it. And
I will be one of them.
we will all be joining in. And
Yeah.
of course, you know, that was just one of the controversies. It's controversial every year. Inherently, I think we can say it is a political thing when it comes to the countries and, you know, different things that represent them. We see it change every year, as I mentioned before. So if you could change anything about Eurovision as it is right now, what would that be?
Change it so you can't have vocals in the track again. Back to when it
Oh.
all had to be live vocals. And I think I would also change it that you can play live instruments on stage, which probably from a
Yes.
technical standpoint makes it difficult. But when I found out Alexander Rybak was miming that violin the whole time, I was gagged. I was like, this
It's crazy.
diva was just pretending. I know he
Yeah.
can't actually play the violin.
Which is a talent in itself, to be
Yeah.
quite honest. But if you look at Sanremo, which is the Italian national final,
Thank you for clarifying. I know.
for everybody watching at home, if you
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know,
sorry,
Tia
yeah.
very much knows.
I just fully thought we were having a chat. I forgot what was happening.
We are
Yeah.
though. What do you think is mostly overlooked or underrated?
I think it is like the Europop genre. Like people seem to like back it, especially like queer people seem to like back it with a hint of irony and then it doesn't get votes. Like where were the votes for Colleen's We Will Rave when we were all out there giving it like did-dum dum?
What happened?
And like where were the
honestly?
votes? I feel like that Europop, like it's bringing me back to Emmy as
Yeah.
well.
Oh,
Like,
I know. And when I watched like the Irish national final, I was really rooting for her.
can we have a second to talk about that Irish national final? So
There's a lot to say.
going into it, I was like, Bobby's got this. They're gonna win. Like
Everybody thought that.
Yeah.
Me too.
That song, it takes me back to my rule change. A lot of the vocals were in the track and weren't live, and I think that did not play in their favour.
Watching it live, as soon as I saw them all, well, as soon as I saw Emmy, I knew she was going to win.
Oh yeah,
Right?
big time.
Yeah.
As soon as that performance happened,
Yeah.
I was like, how?
It was so Eurovision.
Yeah.
It is so Eurovision.
It was perfect. Samantha Mumba's reaction afterwards to the judges, I'm going to be controversial yet brave and talk about it,
Please do.
was hilarious. I was like, this woman is having a breakdown.
We need more of this. I need to know a little bit about you as the Eurovision fan, which I feel like we've done the whole time, but this is to get you really into your head now. This is our Euro fan question round, which we've done with all the entries.
Wait, is it
this
like a
year.
quiz?
It's not a quiz. It's just your opinion. So
I was hoping it was a quiz.
I know everybody's scared about it being a quiz.
No,
but
I would love it. I'm competitive.
What is your favourite Eurovision song that you've heard so far from this year?
Hallucination. Or is it hallucination?
Hallucination.
Yeah. Sisal.
Who is your favourite Eurovision act from previous years, so all time?
Jamie M. Probably. Sound of Silence. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Emily DeForest. Only Teardrop.
Oh, okay. I feel like that's a good, strong top two there.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'm
Quite
happy with
rogue,
that.
I think.
It is a little bit, but that's what we love about you.
What we're learning is I love women and hate men, clearly.
Okay, now who is your favourite act from the UK in previous years? If you had to choose one.
That's hard because I'm finding it really difficult because I am friends with Duncan of Blue fame. But I genuinely, and this is such a rogue choice, I genuinely think it's Javine Touch My Fire, which
Oh
placed
my God.
last, I believe.
Yeah,
Or-
I was
yeah.
going to say, but
Or second
robbed.
from last or something.
Absolutely robbed.
Absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
She ate that up.
Okay, now a little bit different, but kind of the same. But if you could duet with any past Eurovision act, who would it be?
I wouldn't want it to be someone who is vocally too strong. So now I've just said that out loud. I'm about to insult someone. I heard it. That's fine.
That's so true.
Oh, wow. Jedward.
Oh, yeah, I would love to see that, actually. I feel like that would be really calm.
No shade to Jedward.
No,
I just
of course
want,
not.
like,
We love Jedward. We
what
love
I
the
meant by
boys.
that was like if I said like Dammy in with all the belting and like the like
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's too
It's a
much for me.
lot.
Whereas like I want fun, like Party.
And it's possible with Jedward.
Carrier maybe. Like,
yeah, I see that.
maybe
see that.
Baby Lasagna.
Yeah, okay, I see that too.
Yeah.
Throw that in there. I think that would be like a fun party mix. Europop.
Yeah.
I see that.
Maybe bring that little rocky vibe to the table.
Okay, now lastly, who would be your favourite contestant to win this year?
I don't know how possible or feasible it is, given that we are filming this prior to the semi-finals. But can you imagine if Emmy won? Her reaction.
I can just imagine her face winning. It would be so wholesome. We're manifesting this for you, Emmy. Tia's about to cry.
She would. I actually, the first time, probably like the first 8 times I heard the song, I wept like human tears out of my eyes. And I can imagine her taking that trophy and being like, "This is for you, Laika."
Oh, Emmy, please. You got to make
Laika
it
is
happen.
alive,
So,
but
yeah.
also Denmark, Sissal.
Yeah,
Love.
the girlies. I feel
Also
like I said-
Miriana, obviously.
Miriana, of course.
Yeah, after she's already snatched
Also
half my
Erica.
wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely love that diva. And also she's like representing so much, and the song is all about like
Exactly.
being true to yourself and being who you are. And I think we need that message now more than ever. So like, yeah, she absolutely slayed. And obviously Remember Monday.
Of course, we have to say it. Of course, with the UK as well.
But also they're so nice and they're so
They're
fun.
all lovely, like you were saying this year. They're also wholesome and lovely, and I want them all to win because it's just kind of that year where everyone supports each other. You've been a joy, Tia Kofi. Thank you for joining us and flying the flag.
Oh,
We'll
I
have
just
you
got
back.
it because of Scooch. Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Flying the flag.
Yeah.